Отказа да спре на полицейски патрул, шофира без книжка и след употреба на наркотици получи...
Сметка, че давам лош пример и съжалявам за постъпката си.
Спорта винаги е било нещо, с което се отличавам от моите връстници. Дигането на тежести е нещо, с което ми е помагало да се отличавам, тъй като аз не съм бил добре облечен. Това е нещо, което ми е... Искал съм да го покажа винаги, че макар и да съм нямал, това не ме прави по-малко от който и да е било.
Beautiful attempt. 173, Nasar is on fire.
Karlos Nasar is an absolute dog. So many times in weightlifting, it feels like we get people who are just a flash in the pan. They have one great competition, one real peak, one Olympics or World Championships where they really pop off, and that's really all we ever see from him. But I think Karlos is proving that is not going to be him. I made a video last spring essentially glazing him, so to speak, about how talented he was, and that was before he became an Olympic champion. And that was before he reclaimed his world title again this year at Worlds. So he has another world championship title and an Olympic gold underneath his belt, since I already said he's becoming one of the greatest of all time. You know, most of all, I think it's just crazy to me that Karlos continues to go above and beyond what people think his ceiling might actually be. After bursting onto the scene as a teenage 81 kilo lifter, he's gained a frightening amount of muscle mass and really an even more frightening amount of kilos onto his total in a relatively short time span. And now it's really easy to say that progress is guaranteed when a lifter is so young, but as I alluded to earlier, weightlifting has seen plenty of lifters who have shown signs of being the next big thing, only to hit their all-time peak before they even are to reach their 20s. And that's no shade to anybody, it's just a reality of what happens in the sport sometimes. Over the past Olympic quad, Karlos, despite an Achilles tear, problems in his personal life, and switching to a different weight class, he's only continued to succeed. He's grown from a contender who couldn't even beat Nino Pizzolatto at an international competition to a world champion with an Olympic title. Now, I am kind of exaggerating his progress a little bit because there was a moment where he held the 81 kilo clean and jerk world record at 208 kilos, on top of becoming the 2021 81 kilo world champion. It wasn't quite the same considering it was a post-Olympic World Championships. What was really scary about Karlos coming off of Tokyo and into this new quad was his overall potential and what he could end up being, what his ceiling really was. And if you're anything like me, you just can't help but be curious as to what the day-to-day life of a lifter like this really looks like. Now, luckily, the Weightlifting House documentaries on Karlos that they have up on their own channel give quite the insight. So at the most recent World Championships in Fjord, Norway, before a session in the training hall where he snatched 170 kilos for 2 singles and then also clean and jerked 210, Karlos feasted on a pre-workout meal from a gas station of potentially uncooked hot dogs and sour cream. And I don't mean like sour cream on top of it, I mean like a tub or container of just sour cream. Now, I don't necessarily know what this means for sour cream sales, but I know personally me, I'm going to be investing in a lot of it. Okay, but in all seriousness, Karlos did that entire workout with squats after in less than 20 repetitions. 18 to be exact. That's a 380 kilo total done very casually in less than 20 reps, probably in under 30 minutes within a training hall. That's absolutely ridiculous. What I'm really excited for the rest of this duration of the quad is to see whether Karlos decides to go back down towards an 88 kilo category or stay up at this heavier body weight and maybe compete at a 98. I can't even imagine the numbers he's going to put up bordering around 100 kilos body weight. Given that we've seen him put up almost 190 kilos in competition before, I have to imagine with even more time and mass onto his frame, he's going to put up in the ballpark of 200 kilos. You can say that's crazy. I really don't think it is. If we saw around a 440 kilo total from Carlos at some point in his career at a 90-something kilo body weight, I truly would not be shocked. I don't want to say it's inevitable because I don't want to jinx it, but I think it could happen. And I know by his own standards, he put up a pretty mediocre performance at the most recent World Championships, but this is now the third weight category he's became world champion in, and he also set the clean and jerk world record for this new weight category. But those are just some of my thoughts on it. Maybe I'm going too crazy. You guys let me know down below. Just wanted to make this quick video, getting some of my thoughts out because I think Carlos is everything that weightlifting really needs to be, and I'm psyched up to see his future. But that's all I got. Just wanted to get my thoughts out. Sorry for any background noise. House I'm living in is undergoing some renovations, so apologies for that. But that's all for now. Let me know what you think down below. Take care. Have a good one.